All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson may be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Baha Rakakwadash. The Wada Yah Bashem Yahushai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, the appointed end. All right, just going to make a quick lesson pertaining to prophecy. Okay, the days that we are living in, and how the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Baha Rakakwadash, has put it on our spirit to focus on the end game. Okay, the end game. Just like this movie I watched with Cuban Gooding Jr. It's called The Life of a King. It's a true story based on ex-con Jake, and he set up a chess club for our people. Okay, as an outlet. Okay, a way to prepare them for life, because Babylon doesn't. And one of the biggest quotes in the movie that stuck out to me, all right, being a lover of chess, is he said, focus on the end game. You make moves directed towards the end. See, so pretty much that's really what I want to focus on. I was just looking up some commentary. The audio should be good. Let me double check. Yep. All right. So share my screen. You can see there. So I was just looking into Habakkuk. All right. Habakkuk 2. It says the Most High justifies his judgment. All right. And right here it says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and declare it on tables, right? The scriptures. Okay, this is why we read out of the scriptures. So you got Jake right there reading about grace. Don't know that grace is specifically for him, just like we didn't know, okay, being the Gentiles that Apostle Paul went to. All right. It says, so that he who reads in it may run, though the vision will take yet a while, but he hastens towards the end. Right. So the vision, okay, may take a while according to the flesh, because you have to think about prophets like Isaiah. Isaiah prophesies of Yahweh Shai while he was in the Assyrian captivity, and then you had the Babylonian captivity, then you had the Roman captivity, the Greek captivity, then the Roman captivity. So a lot of times what we're reading is based on future events, hence why it's called a prophecy and by a prophet, to say before. And that's what we're in now. Okay, we're in the end game. All right, we're in the appointed time of the scriptures that we read about. We're in it. Like the Spirit has been saying a lot to us lately. We're in the book of Acts all over again, and you can see it. All right, this is why we don't take these controlled oppositions. All right, we don't take them too serious. They're necessary. So if you get swayed by a vocabonite, all right, you get swayed by Christianity, you get swayed by a debate, ultimately, all right, it means that you're not of the elect. So this is why you have to be 10 toes down, all right, unmovable, as Apostle Paul told us. All right, you have to be unmovable in this walk. All right, you can't be letting yourself get swayed, going to and fro. All right, the scriptures speak about that, just to and fro. And one quick one came to mind, so I'm gonna just grab that real quick. Ephesians. All right, this was told to us in Ephesus. All right, this is Ephesians. What do I want? Actually, I think I can go to 1. Yeah, let's go to 1. Ephesians. 4:14. Excuse me. Ephesians 4:14. It says that we henceforth be no more children. Right. When I was a child, I spoke as a child, and when I became a man, I put away childish things. So that's what this truth is now. Now it's time to put away childish things. Now it's time to rebuke Satan. Okay, those thoughts. We're in the end game now. We're in it now. Okay, you're in a position where it's too far to look back, and look back at what you heard what Trinity told Neo, right? And it says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine. Okay, carried about with every wind of doctrine. All right, because we're waiting on the wind of prophecy to pass. That's what we're waiting on. See, and all these other doctrines, all these other talks, all these other points that people are making, none of them are the end game. Okay, when you think about even Christianity and they want to debate, they're not talking about you leaving here. They're not talking about the end of this captivity, because whether you're a Christian or a Catholic, or you stop believing in your nationality or the Bible, and all that talk, whether or not, you're still stuck here. We have been opened up to the end game of this problem that we are all facing collectively, whether or not our thoughts are different. It says, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. So that's what this whole thing is about. They're lying in wait to deceive you, to knock you off your pinnacle, okay? To knock you off your pivot, you see, and leave you in a distracted, I don't know, doubtful mindset, all just to be destroyed. No, no, no. We're waiting on the end. We're waiting on the end to be fulfilled. We're waiting for prophecy to happen. So let's keep going. It says, but he hastens towards the end and will not lie, although it will take time. Wait for it, because it will certainly come. It will not take long. Now, when it says wait for it, this is the first thing I think of. Okay. The scene in Braveheart, very important scene. Okay. Very great movie, which it's about us. William Wallace is a Jake, and Wallace means foreigner, because we are foreigners and aliens of our commonwealth. Hold right here. Okay, there was a scene where they were getting ready to fight the English, and as the cavalry is marching in on them, okay, marching right in on them, they have these long staffs that they're holding on the ground. Now, if they pull them up because of fear or doubt, then that will give room for the cavalry to back up. But they had to wait to the very, very last minute to pull those stakes up so that they could trap and ultimately, destroy the cavalry that would run through them. So it's a very beautiful spiritual scene. But this is us right now. We're holding. Look, see, Esau's coming in like a flood. We're waiting. You get a little antsy. You get a little, it's feeling close. Your flesh, but you gotta wait. You have to wait to that very last minute. And that's what the Lord's telling us. He's telling us to hold. He's telling us to wait. Because we're in a time where the Lord going to show you, hey, you don't need to fight. You don't need to fight. I'm going to fight for you. Let's get that real quick. The Lord said, I'm going to fight for you. Exodus 14:14. Okay. Remember, what did Morpheus tell Neo? Because Neo said, what is that? 14:14. Yep. When Neo said, he said, are you telling me I can dodge bullets? And Morpheus leaned in. He said, no, I'm telling you, in the time come when you're ready, you won't have to. Now, that always was a powerful, powerful scene to me, because I always looked at it as we would have so much power that we wouldn't need to dodge. But then in the Holy Spirit, it hit me after reading Psalms 91. Check this out. I'm going to precept both of these. Psalms 91, we're not going to need to dodge bullets. We're not going to need to swing or fight, because the Lord's going to be fighting. The Lord's going to be stopping them. Okay? We don't got to do nothing. Ultimate protection is coming. Okay? Psalms 91. And it says, look at, now I can start at the top. It says start at the top. All right? It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge. This is all about the appointed time. This is a mindset that has to be our thoughts in the times that we're waiting on. We are gearing our mind to the best of our ability, moved and guided through the Holy Spirit, preparing for a day not like it. And the only way that we can do that is being prepared in faith, being prepared in trust, being prepared in the boldness that Yahweh Shemel Shai's got me. It says, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say, this is what we have to say. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him I will trust. This is going to be said while the cavalry's coming in, while you're locked down, while the enemy's in front of you, while the sword is being swung, while the missiles are in the air, while the bullets are being shot. This is all mindset mid-blow, okay? Mid as as Braveheart, William Wallace said, hold, that's the mindset you have to have. See, it says, surely he shall deliver thee. He's going to deliver thee. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. He Yahweh he delivers, right? Hawashai, Hawashai, Hawashai delivers. He Hawashai deliver. See, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. The Lord's gonna do that. Okay, the destruction coming. All right. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right now, the truth is our shield in our mind from this seduction and seducing spirits that this place wants to put on you. Okay? Watch when you refrain from the flesh, how much women will start being around in your life. And I'm not even just meaning physical, I mean just going on the internet, and now all of a sudden all these ads, or you want to fast from food, and now all of a sudden so this is our shield. Okay, it's protecting us, and it's our buckler where it's keeping us. Okay, it says, thou shalt not be afraid. See that? Thou shalt not be afraid of what? The appointed times coming. For the terror by day, nor the arrow that flieth by night, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction, missiles, third woe, destruction that wasteth at noonday. Look at this, look at this. In that day, Neo, you won't have to. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Why? Exodus 14:14. Yahweh Shemel Shai shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. See, in that day, you won't have to. You telling me I can dodge bullets? I'm telling you, in that day, you won't have to. You telling me I can survive a nuclear blast? In that day, you won't have to. See, because the Lord is going to put the hedge around. The Lord's going to charge protection over thee, not us. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, this is why we're speaking boldly about the appointed times, unlike Esau, because ultimately, hey, these people are afraid. These people don't like talking about this. Even Jake, like, nah, man, I want to talk about that, man. You're going to mess me up. You're going to mess my head up. See, we're talking about the beautiful appointed times. Now, is it going to be beautiful like seeing flowers bloom? Well, I mean, it's going to get physical, man. It's going to get real out here. But the essence of what's taking place is going to be beautiful. This is all the dramaticness of the movie to bring in the end of our captivity. Okay, and even Esau said it. There was a quote that Esau says, sometimes to save a city, you have to destroy one. So to save the city of Israel, you have to destroy the great city of Babylon. To save a city, you have to destroy one. Let's see what pops up. It says destroying quote says it became necessary to destroy the town to save it. See? So this is a quote by an Edomite, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And you see coming from war. That's all good. Yeah, that's good. So let's keep going. It says, and though it will take time, wait for it, because it will certainly come. It will not take long. He writes the vision and declares it on tablets. The Most High tells Habakkuk to record this question and answer. See, we have the question and answer. It's an open book test for the benefit of others, so that he who reads in it may run. Habakkuk's revelation was not only for himself, but to edify others. Those who read it would make rapid progress. But Isaiah 11, quick understanding. But they could not make this progress if Habakkuk had not declared it right through the Lord. Habakkuk must first see the vision, right? You got to see the end game, okay? The preacher cannot make others see what he has not seen for himself. Without a vision, the people perish. Let's put that without the vision, people, Israelites, will perish. So you have to have a vision. You have to have the end game. Okay. Proverbs 29 and 18, where there is no vision, I don't know, the book sealed. We'll have to wait and see. What? It says the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. See? So you got to have the vision. You got to know what's coming. You got to be able to paint the picture of prophecy. Paint the picture of prophecy. Okay? The Lord has put in our spirit to paint the picture of prophecy. Let's see. The preacher must do what he can to make the words of the Most High known. Right. In season, out of season, winter, summer, spring, fall, winter, summer, spring, fall, spring, summer, winter. That's what lessons during the week. It says the preacher must do what he can to make the word of the Most High known and make it known in every possible way. It says Habakkuk was to make her known in a permanent way. It must be speaking about prophecy as a feminine. He was told to write the vision of prophecy. The preacher must do what he can to make lasting impact of listeners. Let's keep going. Okay, this is what I wanted right here. All right, it says, I'm about to wrap it up. It says Habakkuk must have made it practical. Let the one who reads in it run. He does not say that he who runs may read it, but let him run who reads in it. So this is what's happening, okay? Running, activity and progress gets ahead of the Most High's words. Now check this out. It says, although the vision will take a while yet, right, the appointed time, Habakkuk spoke to the generation after him. The Babylonian conquest would not have been evident in his own day, but in the future. That's what we're talking about, the future. Matthew 24 and 36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angel of heaven, but my Father only. So we're waiting on an appointed time that Yahweh has decided to come. And believe you me, there is a specific time where the end is going to come. There is an appointed time, okay? There's appointed time. Revelations 9 and 13, and the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before the Most High, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which were bound, the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. So we're waiting on a specific hour, of a specific day, of a specific month, of a specific year. And that is when this place is going to fall. Okay. Just like when you look at the movie Terminator, D-Day time. Sarah Connor, remember in the movie? Sarah Connor had the specific day. Okay. Let's put in Sarah Connor day of destruction. Just give me a minute. Let's see. Okay, usually they'll tell you the day. It's okay. What did Sarah Connor dream about Destruction Day? Sarah dreamt that she was at a playground where kids were playing. She attempted to scream warnings, but is unable to vocalize them. This is Joel. The Lord poured the Spirit out. They made a movie of prophecy. So she dreamed, which is one of my favorite movies as a child before I even was opened up to the scriptures. But she had a dream of the destruction. All right. She dreamt the destruction. And I remember this very well. Okay. But in the movie, she had a day. Let's put this in. I just want to see what was the day Sarah. Yep. Let me see. Yep, right here. Sarah Connor, 3 billion human lives ended on August 29, 1997. The survivors of the nuclear fire called the war Judgment Day. They lived only to face a new nightmare, the war against machines. So in the movie, they gave you a hour, a time, and a day. Okay, and she would always quote it, and pretty much they were trying to fight against it. Okay, you can't fight against prophecy. Prophecy is prophecy, and as we read here, the end all, it lets us know that there's a specific hour, day, month, and year, and that's what we're waiting on, the appointed time of the Lord's destruction of Babylon and our deliverance out of here. Okay? The day of Babylon's end is the day of our beginning. The day of Babylon ending is the day of us beginning. And since I said all that, I will end it on 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Okay? The day of Esau's end is the day of our beginning. So, hey, we want this to end so we can begin. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. So, in essence, the destruction of Babylon, they lived only to face a new nightmare, and that was Yahushua and the elect. Okay? That was Yahushua and the elect. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's what we're waiting on. The appointed time, the appointed end. You see? So I just wanted to do that real quick lesson. I pray that this was edifying and exhorting to the sincere brothers and the few sincere sisters. I'd like to say, Call Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. With that being said, Shalom.